Hey everyone, welcome back to Buddy Developers. I'm Naveen. In the previous video of our BuddyBoss series, we have taken a look of how you can set up your website like the BuddyBoss demo. So I have shown you how you can set up menus, how you can set up the sidebars and widgets. In today's video, we're going to discuss about BuddyBoss settings. After 3.0 of BuddyBoss, BuddyBoss has given a different layout to its setting pages. So in this video, we will clear it so that you can easily set up your BuddyBoss site. So when you activate the BuddyBoss platform plugin, you can either move to the setting by clicking on this setting link, or you can also find a menu here in the sidebar with name BuddyBoss. So if you click on it, the first page is settings, where you can see all the settings of BuddyBoss listed. So basically these are all the components, the major features provided by BuddyBoss, and you can manage settings of all those pages from this one page, this setting page. So let's suppose you don't want activity feed in your website. You can easily disable it or enable it. You can do it for the forums or other type of things, as you can see. And if you want to manage settings related to activities, you can directly go from here by clicking on this setting tab and then move back to the setting page when you're done. So in other words, I can say this main page, this main setting page is the dashboard of all the settings, and from here you can easily navigate to the different component and do the settings related to them. If you want to manage the BuddyBoss pages, now there is no page tab here, as you can see. So all the pages related setting has been moved in the appearance section. So you can go to the setting of in the appearance, and from here you can manage all of your pages. You also have an option here to manage the site SEO, but this feature is only available in the pro version of the plugin. On this setting page, if you just scroll down, you will see here BuddyBoss add-ons. So these are the add-ons of BuddyBoss, which will only available in the plus version, the plus membership of BuddyBoss. And if you just scroll down, you will see BuddyBoss integration. So these are the different integration of BuddyBoss with different LMS like LearnDesk, Twitter LMS, and with membership platform like BuddyPress. They also have integration with Zoom, and these are the some push notification API like pushers and on signal. So as you can see, these all are available in the pro version of BuddyBoss. If you have the pro membership, then these features will be available to you. I have the BuddyBoss platform pro installed here, so I will just activate that plugin. So after I activate that plugin, if I just refresh my setting page now, you can see some of these options are now available for use. On the main setting page, you also have this search. So if you want to go to some setting page, you can directly go from here. For example, this is how you can switch to the different settings really by typing the setting name. So if you will see the second tab here in the setting called tools, from the tools you can import your demo data, or you can repair if something is broken on your community website. So when we migrate communities from one hosting to other or one system to other, in that case it happened that some of the data get broken, and because of it we see some issues. And it also happen when you upgrade or you update your plugin. At that point, if something went wrong, then the data get broke. So in that case, you can repair your communities, forums, and other datas from here. In the help section, you will see all the documentations of BuddyBoss. So you can, if you want to refer anything related to document, you can refer it here. The next setting is profile. So if you want to manage anything related to profile, you can click on profile tab here, and you will be in the profile setting page. You can also go to the profile setting page from your setting page, the dashboard of all the settings. And here you have member profile. You can click on it and you will be in the profile setting page. On this profile page, you can manage the profile names, like what will be the name, whether you want it only first name or you want first name, last name. You can manage it from here. You also have an option like how the profile link will appear, whether will it have username or will it have a unique identifier. You can specify it here, and based on it, the members URL will get changed. If you want to allow users to delete their profile, you can enable this option, otherwise you can disable it. From the profile image section, you can manage the settings related to profile avatar and profile cover image. So you can choose whether this profile avatar that user have in the front end, whether it will be from WordPress or from BuddyPress. Do you want to allow users to upload their profile avatar, or you want to allow to use the gravatar image? If no avatar is uploaded, how the image will look for them? So I have selected the display name as the default profile avatar. So if we go in the front end, you will see the name of the user. The first character of name is appearing as the avatar. Similarly, you can set in the profile cover section, you can manage settings related to the profile cover image of user. So as you can see, this is the default cover image that I have uploaded here, and it is visible. Similarly, in the profile header section, you can manage the headers layout, how the header will look. Right now it is left is selected, so you see the user's detail on the left. But if I make it center, you will see if I just refresh, all the details is in center. So you can manage the header profile header settings from here, and you can also select like what kind of element you want to get visible on the header section of profile. From the member directory, you can manage settings related to member directory page. So this is my member directory. Right now it have list and grid view. If you want to set it on a specific like only grid view, you can set it here. You can also enable or disable like what kind of profile action you want to enable. So if I disable the follow action here, right now it have follow, but if I will just refresh now, you don't see a follow option here. So you can manage these profile actions from here. From the profile field section, you can add one more field. Let's suppose you want to add a date of birth field. So you can add a date of birth field, select the type of the field, and if we just save it. Now if I just open my website in an incognito mode, on the registration page you will see one more field, date of birth. It is optional, you can also set it required in the field. So if I just edit this field, there is an option to make it required. From the profile type, you can define the profile type. Let's suppose your community is for teachers and students, so you can define two profile type, teachers and student, and user will have to select those profile type while registering in the website. Then there is profile search, where you can add more search field, and let's suppose if I add a field name here, I just save it. If I go in the member profile, you will see here a filter option to search by name. So similarly, you can define the search field based on the data field that you have. From the profile navigation tab, you can set the default tab when somebody click on user profile. So if I click on profile, I move to the profile page. If somebody on the member page and they click on the member, they will move to the member profile page. So you can set the default, like where should the user get moved when they click on the user. And you can also change the navigation order of the profile tabs by dragging these things here and there. Similarly, you have settings for groups. From here you can manage settings related to your group section. We have forum section for managing settings related to forums, and then for activities the settings are here. In the invite section, you can manage all the settings related to the invitation that the community members send to their friends or their known people. So you can manage the email invite setting here, whether you want members to customize the subject or not, you can manage it here. And all the invites that community member have sent, you can track them here. From the email section, you can manage settings related to emails sent by BuddyBoss. You can customize the templates of email here by clicking on each email. You can also create one more email template if you want, and give it a rule when this email will get sent. In the notice section, you can add a notice that will be visible to all the users. So let's suppose if I add this notice here, I've added a notice here, and if I just refresh my website, you will see this notice appearing on all the pages. From the moderation tab, you can do settings related to moderation. So like whether you want member blocking, whether you want one member to block another member, whether you want one member to report another member. And this is auto suspending when auto suspend a member after 5 blocks or 5 reports. You can set it here. You can also enable the email notification that will send to admin whenever somebody reported or whenever a member is suspended. Similarly, you can also allow content reporting in the activity, comments or groups. You can enable it here. You can also define reporting category here. If you have a specific category, you can define it here by clicking on add new category. You can track all the flagged member on this section, and you can see all the reported content on this section. After this, the major setting of BuddyBoss is the theme option. Theme option of the BuddyBoss will only available when you have the BuddyBoss theme active. So if you have BuddyBoss theme active, you will see the theme option, and you can manage all the theme related setting here, among which the first thing is style. From the style tab, you can manage the theme style. So these are the 2 styles that this theme provide. This is version 1 style, this is version 2 style. You can change the button radius. So basically every theme related styling, you can do it here. If you want to change the color schema, you can go to colors, and basically here you can change and the colors. So in the previous video, you have seen that I have changed the primary color to orange to make the website follow the demo like color schema. So similarly, you can change the other color patterns for heading, for body text. You can do it here. If you want to upload your logo on your community site, you can go to logo section, and from here you can upload your desktop logo or your mobile logo, whatever logo that you have. You can change it here. You can change typography from here by first you have to on it, make it on, and then you can change it. Otherwise the default typography provided by the theme will get applied. From the header section, you can change the layout of the header, how you want your header to be. So right now you see this layout is selected, that's why you will see the logo on the left hand side. You can change the header layout from here. Buddy panel, if you enable buddy panel, then you will have a panel here. This is called buddy panel. If you want such hot links, then you can enable buddy panel and manage the settings related to buddy panel here. Similarly, you can manage settings for sidebar, footer, login registration form, your blog page. You can manage the layout, your forum page. You can also set 404 page layout on this section. For maintenance mode, you don't need a separate plugin. BuddyBoss theme provide this option to put site on maintenance mode. If you want custom code, you can place the custom code here. So you don't need a separate plugin if you want to add your Google Analytics code or your Google Tag Manager codes, so you can add them here. BuddyBoss also provide option to minify JS and CSS file, which will help you to speed up your community site a little bit, but you will still need the cache plugin for sure. From the import export tab, you can import and export the setting from one BuddyBoss site to another. If you checked our previous video, you may have noticed that I have exported the setting from BuddyBoss demo and then I have imported it on my localhost demo site. So similarly, you can use this BuddyBoss import export setting. In the option object, you will see a JSON object. It is mostly for developer use. So by the way, all the settings that we have done on this theme page, developer can track all those settings in this JSON object. In the custom font section, you can import your own font file. If you have a custom fonts that you need on your community website, you can import it here. In the license activation tab, you have to activate your license that you have. And if you activated your license, all the add-ons that you have covered in that license will get displayed here. So I think we covered all the settings of BuddyBoss in this video now. If you see anything that is missing in this video, or if you are confused for any setting, let me know in the comment section. I will create a separate video for it. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more such helpful videos related to BuddyPress, BuddyBoss, or community sites or geo directory sites. We also provide BuddyBoss and BuddyPress development services. So just in case you are looking for an experienced and affordable BuddyBoss developer, you can hire us at buddydevelopers.com. So I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.